Okay, it's set up again, and I just checked that the microphone isn't on, so my brain just zapped. Just I forgot to click the mic button, so it wasn't turned on, so there was no sound. I forgot. So I'd have to start from the beginning to um I I do a lot of work on Chinese social platforms. I did a lot of videos, and there's many fans of mine, too many followers, subscribers. Too uh, at first, before I do my stuff, I um I was posting some videos about football, American soccer, right? So I was posting football, like not live stream. It's just not match replay, highlights, like Chelsea, Brighton, Burnley, those kind of Premier League. I am really good at football, and I love football. So that's the thing I'm passionate about. So I was posting a lot of them. Just that was a bit of history before I hop into my stuff. Um, I yeah. So I I'd have to. It's super late right now. I'd have to give some information and some context, right? So I shot a video 5 months ago, but I edited that video myself, of course. All of the videos is all made, is all made 100% by me. So there's no one helping me out. There's no one assisting anything. There's no one helping anything. Everything is. I did 300 and more videos. I did 300 and more videos. Think of that. So that's a remark. It's a fabulous, not to say achievement, but for me it's I did a lot of stuff. So I'm going to tell you what I do. Okay, because of course this is the first time you just randomly click on this live stream. Let me first explain. Uh, um, what should I explain first? Okay, who I am. So, let me check the mic. It's on. Yeah, I don't want some problems. Some technical problems. So, after posting some football highlights and matches and those kind of stuff, football, I do my own stuff. I post my own videos, but I am a philosopher. Classical thing of philosophy is maybe the like apologetics of religions. You might see my playlist, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's private. But if you can see this, there will be a lot of apologetics stuff. Apologetics means that it's just a defense of faith, like Christian faith and stuff. But right, and I deal with is mainstream. You might not heard this concept. You might have not heard this like framework, right? But what what it means is that mainstream is pretty clear, right? But there's no one standing out critique mainstream. There's no one standing out saying mainstream is toxic or anything like that. I've searched on Google, I've searched on YouTube as well. There's only results popped up about the social media is toxic. And as a philosopher, I deal with it a lot in 300 and more videos. Let me explain to you, okay? At first I do some I'm trying to encourage people. I'm trying to do some motivational stuff. And that was and I used to stay in England. So at that time I don't have any time. I don't have any time to do any video or to I cut the video, just say edit the to I don't have time, and I even don't have time to download the app on the phone, right? Furthermore, laptop is just I don't have to, you know what I mean? Do not have time. And minimal time. So at that time, earlier, my videos are not they're uncut, right? They're unedited, even. I can only add some effects on it, and yeah, but I don't have filters. I hate filters. My position is that I would like to say it again. I will explain. This live stream will be long, but stay with me, please. So bear with me. So mainstream is a huge problem, and no matter it's there's all influence, there's all this already have an impact. It's really complicated, but it's a problem. As I've said, as mentioned, I did some encouraging stuff. I did motivational kind of video. After I just post some videos about life, right? I just post some like daily life, but that's not what the meaning is about. And that's my and later on it will come as a legendary story, as a legend story to say, right? Right now on Chinese video platforms, I did 300 and more videos. I guess how many fans I have. So I am a philosopher. I am a really I dedicate. I made so many videos, but before I was making some motivational, inspirational, and later on I mainly mainstream and kind of classical, a kind of might heard some of the philosophical debates or lectures, but I'm not sure. But I don't mainly deal with that because in my area, in the work that I do, there's so and there's so less people people watching this. Like each video is going to be 12, 13, those kind of views. So this is totally not what I deserved, of course. So but as one fan, he just cheered me on. He just said how good I am, and I think that person or one person, I don't know, but two um yeah approximately 2 hours ago, there was a fan telling me I this is not what I made up. This is not what I'm making up pride of myself, but from a objective from other people, not they. He said that I in the history of time, there 1,000 years, there's only one person like me, because because every century you need to have a person who stand up for whatever problems we're facing. It's not about politics. It's not about it's and about philosophy as well, right? We'd have to deal with these. It is super crucial. It is super to say we need to deal with it as soon as we can. But the problem is that mainstream is blocking me. Is blocking me so that my video cannot be seen. So you might have watched some of the YouTube like Christian apologetics. You can search this up. You might find David Wood. I watch him a lot. He deal with this psalm. I'm just interested in this. Yeah, and he just So he did apologetic stuff. So so the so that he said tyrants. So tech tyrants is controlling what people can say and cannot say. They happen call out the speech they don't like, or morality, their agenda, or even their right. They blocked they blocked the thoughts, right? He said it's the biggest problem here in the West, but I'm not in the West right now, right? Right now I'm in China. I'm staying. The whole virus situation is so much better. But there every as far as I know, but I do not know much about history, and this is not the thing I deal with. It's not my profession. I think every century, like you can think of this, every century need one to professional but when I do philosophical like these kind of philosophy speak, I will explain why. Like, firstly Chinese language is much more complex than so it has more words. It it have more words, so you can express yourself more clearly and more kind of more clearly and more with clearer intention and information passed out to other people. So in other words, it's language. It's there's much more words in Chinese. So that's the first thing, right? As you can hear me, maybe in your opinion or as you've heard, I am not. You might think I am, but I am not a native speaker. So that's the second small point, small reason. One is the major is reason. The second small tiny reason I this is my second language, right? So I am I'm good at it. Even the professors or the as said, they do stuff, right? And like William Lane Craig, he's a apologist as well. He's a philosopher as well. What he deal with is religion, right? What I deal with is mainstream. So in philosophy, there's people doing different bits of works, and every work deserve to be appreciated and at least to be heard, right? So my voice is not heard, is not being heard. But as I've mentioned before, it's really hard to explain, but it's like tyrants try to oppress me about my channel, about all the work I've done, all the work, 300 and more videos, and lots of the how can I say this, of moments, stories, Instagram stories, posts, a lot of posts, like you see on not Pinterest, see on Reddit, Reddit, on Reddit's Instagram posts, right? I have a lot of posts, and I am confident enough to say I like people can call me doctor, right? So people walk on the street, there's no one knowing who I am. I'm a unknown, just random person on the street. If they see me for the first time, right? But this is really hard to explain, but in general, to sum it up, to to save a little time, so there's a platform, which is a Chinese video platform. It is basically a fact that they has been pushing my channel. What that means, they have the right to decide which video seeing. David Wood said, who will hear what you say, right? And in my case, it's just very simple. So they just oppress me, and they just limit to address this in other words, but they're trying to push me. They're trying to they're trying to let my videos, let my content, all the stuff, all the works not to be seen. They're trying to. This is a this is basically confirmed real. And three or I used to understand them as followers. 3 or 4 fans told me that they either tell me or they just they first say something and then bring and then just each time push and just get to the main objection, main thing he want to talk about. So either they talk to me directly, or they just bring something out first and then me this. This is I didn't get anything. Just like I'm a random person. It's just like I'm a normal person. Then I'm not quite sure what that word is it in English. Just like a yeah, you can just understand it as normal person. I'm not even as good as normal people. But there's a word in Chinese. The normal is 普通. 普通 means normal, right? And I'm not quite sure what is it in English, but it's called 平庸. 平庸就是比普通还差很多. It's much more worse. In my philosophical, is much more than normal. It's I'll put up later on after, but that's basically my whole entire who I am and what I do and what is the what am I doing here? Right, so yeah, that and why and I think the last thing, because before we of course when I teach, I can say teach, when I teach or kind of bring the work out of philosophical videos or live streams, I will definitely be speaking Chinese, because as the 2 reasons I've mentioned above, I mentioned before. So yeah, hard to explain, but why I decided to live stream on YouTube. That there's a platform. It's also a social platform, media platform, right? So it has live stream featured in it, but they lost my replay. This has been a problem that puzzled me a little bit. Like or if you search live on Google Play Store, right? If you search live App Store, they don't have right? And what's the reason behind that? What's the reason? It's because they are just getting some gifts. They're just getting some, gifts, presents. They're getting they are just they maybe set the goal and people uh, live stream. So they don't talk about something necessary. They don't talk about something important. They don't talk about something crucial that will impact 30 years from now, or 20 years from now, or 10 years from now. Right now, I'm 15 years old, but I know what's going to happen. But what it means is not forward, like, see, that's not what I mean. But as I've said, I mainly deal with mainstream, so it's a huge problem. For example, right, for the Iran, I think Iran is in comparison more is possibly more safer, because I know some Pakistan friend, not we don't know each other for too long, but um I think in comparison maybe, but except for these regions, except or North Africa or South Africa is in comparison better than the countries on the north part. I'm not sure. This is about is it about history, or it's about a global, what's that called? What's the major maybe in the university called? I'm not sure. Global relationships? Maybe not. But no, that's what I want to share with you. And and something. The the you might find intriguing that, right. So you're a philosopher. You read a lot of books, lectures. You a lot of about philosophy because you read books and sources. Um, in kind of determined fact, I am a genius because I am gifted. Everybody's gifted at different things, but some people are just beyond beyond people are way beyond average. Some people so much better, so much higher than average. Some people are genius. I want to say determined. Did I work? Yes, but the input, the work you invest, like invest means just you care about the future, right? And the work you are doing right now, invest invest in the future. I keep doing these, keep doing works, but who's watching? Literally, basically no one watching. How am I gonna be sure they are going to watch my um my source to the end? How am I going to make sure they watch the video till the end? Because every of those are extremely important, and those are the issues we are. Those are the issues. Yeah. So, um, yeah. So, um, might have, for example, you might have people, their best talent. So the concept here we are talking about the best. So best talent is normal, is average. Some people are below, some people are. I'm talking about the best. The best talent, the best least things they can do. Right. This might not be talent, but they'd have to. They'd have to, if they don't know, they figure out what they seek for, right? But I will, I will, I, I will tell you, I did so many live streams. I did so many live streams. I did 40 live streams, approximately, about 300 have the every of these, not to say literature, is a piece of work. It's coming other people, like other philosophers, sources, and what they're being through, what their what their theology, what their philosophy is. I don't need to know that. I am so talented to this extent. I'm so talented. I do not need to see any of their 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 philosophy or theology. I don't need resources of this. Why? Because my brain produces stuff. Phenomenal stuff. It's not normal people, and the worse than no this cannot be addressed in English. That's in right. So in Chinese I can address it clearly. So the first thing is, small thing is is my second language. Right? The way before. There's I am going to set my life here. Set my life here. Set my live. Set my live stream here. And I will try to post the month ago. But I've really not in a good and stabilized and situation. But like I didn't the pharmacies in America, you might call it, or I went to the doctors, I went to the psychiatrist. So I will also share with you this, okay? I severe depression. And what happening? Maybe your pressure is too strong. Maybe it's pushing you. Maybe not giving you free time. Maybe you're thinking about studying all the time. Maybe you have too much homework to do. No, it's the case. Of course, there's multiple what you it's the experience built up, right? And so yeah, there's multiple reasons, so and causes it, and even now trying to find different different, not to say logic, different groups showing different results. Just different group have different treatments. There's different group in different situations. These are just examples, but this is my main, right? Present and T present. This is the med, the drug, or to say the med that the doctor gave me today, and it I would be conservative. Take one like I'll show. Yeah, like this. I'll take just one pill, or little pill, each day, so but the doctor said not to say I have to take, I in the treatment that the doctor told me, and which he write on the, not to say document, he write on the, in China we have the medical protocol of it's just you having medical passport that carries you, right? So I yeah, that's why I explain so much, and usually my live stream is about 1 hour and more, 2 times, not sometimes 2 hours live stream, and just to that either, like what I've talked about apologetics, right? Either you're atheist, believe in God or not, but even you believe in evolution and Big Bang theory, there's significance in your life. You're the unique, you're the only one of yourself, right? So but in a matter of fact, you know, as I've said, the best talent, right? But the best talent, some people are way good. Some people are below, right? But it's a if I speak Chinese, it will be much, not to say much more. It will be really because of the first reason, right? The first reason. So yeah. So I was planning to a live stream about what is the meaning of life. So that's the thing that us philosophers do. That's part of our jobs, maybe. But as I've said, it's different. Who are doing different categories, different works for different deep purposes, right? So how can you understand mainstream? What does mainstream mean? Maybe, for instance, yeah, but I wish my live stream later on, I will go to youtube.studio.youtube on my laptop, on my computer, and I will put captions, put auto captions. So perhaps it will be a little bit better, right? If I speak Chinese, I will. I'm not quite. Do I have to get what's that called? Auto caption. Yeah. Do I have to request for the auto caption, or you can do it on the studio.youtube.com. So, as I said, Weibo, they lost my resource. They lost one of they lost one 1 week ago. 1 week ago, they lost two in total. Can you understand? In total, they lost two in total. Yeah. They lost two live streams in total. So as I've said before, why do lives don't need replay? It's because they are doing not important, not deep, meaningless. So they don't. Precious resources needs replay, and I think some of, or to say, I don't have a lot of viewers. I don't have a lot of viewers yet, but I don't have a lot of viewers, but some of them need to watch the replay, because when 3:30 in the 3:30 a.m. in China, so it's too late. So I believe many of them need to watch replay, and this is a resource. This at least need to be a 7-year resource. You can lose it after 7 years. It probably won't be too much of a damage, but if you don't have replay, it's just a mess for like people doing serious works. As I've said, the live stream, different apps, right? They don't have replay. They're not doing important stuff. They're not doing the deep stuff. Therefore, they don't need replay. So that's pretty it for not to it's perhaps is yeah, it's late. I was planning to, like, I've spent 40 minutes just talking about who I am and what I do, and the purpose of me, and what I am bringing out, and what I am trying to express, and all of these stuff, all of the experience, and what I am getting through. And right now you might not have like evidence that I am a genius, but later on you'll see. So I'd have to move YouTube to do my live stream, and I do videos, right? As I've said, I do videos, right? I did so many videos. You can check out my page, but it's all in Chinese. It might be a confusing situation because you don't know where to click. My throat is right now a little dry, not particularly dry, but very uncomfy. Not extremely uncomfy, but very uncomfy. So that's why I need replay. So every work I do, can I say should be permanent, should be contained, should be saved. First, it needs to be saved. Then it needs to be safe. So I was, let me think. Right now I'm not quite sure how I was watching, or because I'm just a random guy. I'm just a random person. Just you don't know who am I yet. If you just clicked on the video, but just clicked on the live stream, but after these what I've expressed and said, and all of my stories, all about me, you might get some of the ideas, right? So maybe studio.youtube.com, maybe I can put auto caption on each time I live stream. And another problem is that some of my fans cannot access foreign networks. YouTube is foreign networks. It is not allowed in China. So people have to use the what is it called? VPN. Yeah. People have to use that tool to be able to access, but some people don't have that, right? Some people cannot access. So it's a I'm not quite sure if it's a pity for them, but might be for some people, or for a small, there's the basically, but little of the views, they might think it's a pity. They might just look for my resource or something. They might go on YouTube. But some of them don't know that. Some of them don't have the access. So because I am no longer in other platforms. So maybe it's just for today. And I was planning today, so basically right before I start this live stream, or I haven't considered it, but I am going to talk about the meaning of life, right? This is a classical and intriguing and interesting, deep thing to talk about. And if you ask a normal person, it might not be too vulnerable or too valuable. But if you listen to a philosopher saying all these things, that's what they do. That's what they I would say that's what they are talented for. I've got sore throats. I've got, like, it's cracked. Recently, I'll share with you. I really this live stream will all be in English, okay? But later on, I will just try to figure out the auto caption for my life. And replay is very important. Yeah. Stressed again, as before. I've said a lot of information, right? Recently I hate this, but who told me I don't know who told me. I think I did research myself to first know what it is. So Adam's apple, right? So I recently really don't. I recently don't. I feel like it's a rock in my throat. So it's sometimes I just maybe I am. Firstly, I don't like this stuff. So I am sometimes silly. So I like the pillow. I just put this put this put this on the pillow and trying to push it, but there's no actual there's no actual there's no actual use. You might think it's silly, right? But it's just a fun thing, right? It's just a fun sharing. I recently don't just hate this stuff. I really don't like this stuff. I really don't like this stuff. So um because my throat, as you can hear, and it's getting bad, and it's super late. So yeah, normally I do live streams like 2 or 3, just around those time. Yeah, it was really normal. Not normal, um, not normal for some of my viewers, because as I've said, I believe some of them have to see the replay, because they are not online, right? They are not online at that time. So, yeah, and so what I was planning is talking about the meaning of life, and since I began those things, those live streams, and all those how to say, all those live stream information exchanging lives, um so yeah, I think I will just do all these things, and so and and Coca-Cola. I think because I used to live stream at other places, so I won't go. I if I go if I share more of my stories, it will be too and just kills my mind. Use it uh not so in time, right? Not so, but my people are are limited, infinite. There's no alien brains. You'd have to focus. You have to. It functions limit, right? You cannot do 4 things at once. You cannot do live stream for 3 hours. Of course I can, talking about philosophy, but for other people, I think they can't, because they're doing meaning. I mean, super most of them are just doing not meaning, well, the opposite of deep. So yeah, so I deal with mainstream and philosophy, right? Life coming up tomorrow or the day after. That's a guarantee. Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So see you there. I hope to see you there at least. And there's always replay, so there's not too much to worry about. And if you're patient enough with me, and if you're good, so you can watch that as well. You can watch that. you can yeah, you can just stay tuned, right? So that's prayer for today. I was planning live stream. I was going to, I think I was intentionally thinking about doing talking about the meaning of life, and uh uh I uh I've said it, but here I say it again. I the other live stream that I will speak Chinese, so I will try to put auto captions on, and yes, and I won't go because I can explain more, right? As a philosopher, I can explain, right? Um, I won't go deep into it, but I'll just put auto captions. But if you think a little bit about this, as I've said, Chinese language is more complicated than English. So if you transfer the language into another language, right? If you transfer Chinese to English, it will still be, right? There's Chinese words that are non-existing and people cannot understand, and English speakers cannot understand, right? So yeah, so that's just another reminder, and yeah，所以之后我就这个我不是之前在微博，我在 B 站，我 B 站平常叫 c罗阿扎尔，就是这个账号叫 c罗阿扎尔，你们可以去查一下。那我不是之前出问题，资料that they always lose the they also the resource, right? And there's really not a proper platform you can post serious stuff, right? The mainstream it is with mainstream with non-deep with meaningless stuff, either now or in the future. So this is really a hard problem. We if it if I don't stand out to say anything, of course I will say something. Of course, and my brain is a genius, right? So I will say something, and I have the super talent. I have the super talent to say something and to make so many videos, to do so many works, right? But there's no one seeing my contribution in all these things. I won't go deep into that, but I think that's for it today. And I didn't put up the mic, right? You see it? So normally when I live stream, I'll have there will be a mic here. I'll show you next time. But this is long. I'll show you this. Let me turn the right. So yeah, this is just a carrier for the mic, and there you can see what's it called in English. You guys can comment in the comments. What's it called in English? Sound operator? No, of course not. No. What's it called? Sound card? Oh, can tell me. Maybe maybe. Oh, let me turn this. Yeah. Yeah. So. So some stuff, if you go into it, it will spend much. It was more. Right? Yeah. So it's an hour, and tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I will do a live stream. talking about the meaning of life. And coming up next, from a genius. And also, add one thing I want to say. I didn't finish the sentence really. I said that in the history, I was talking about genius, yeah, and geniuses are history are really likely to mental illness. They will really be likely to suffer from this. From this. More, not to say more likely, really likely, they will get the chance. They will get the chance to have those issues, those problems, and yeah, that's another thing. So they suffer from it in history. They suffer from it more, and genius just they are alone. A classical saying, they are alone, and they have to suffer something that normal people cannot understand. Yeah, maybe you can understand. So right now, yeah, I'll repeat again. Live stream tomorrow or the day after tomorrow about the meaning of life. I will try to put the auto caption on after the live stream. If you're watching, maybe not. There's no people watching live. No surprise, because I'm a newbie here. Basically, just say. So I can only do it after to do the captions. And if you're a Chinese speaker, it's fortunate for you, and yeah, and you can search up my Bilibili channel. You can search up my Bilibili account. c罗阿扎尔，你可以查一下。就是我那个 B 站账号 B 账号 c罗阿扎尔，你可以查一下。你假如新认识我的话，if you first know me, right? And some of you access the so if someone asks me, help them see my. Let's take this. It's really bitter. The last one. Yeah, so if sometimes you go into things and it will spend more time, I'm willing to, but yeah, but the condition and the body condition is maybe live stream too long for now. Yeah. And another one. So I consulted my doctor today, and I took Prozac. It's called Prozac. I took this medicine for 2 months. Yeah, I tried 4 medicines, and each one of them is between 1 month and 2 months. It's all enough time, right? It's all enough time treatment. So my depression is treatment resistant depression, so it's a problem. So my doctor added the dose. This word is really funny. I don't know why. Dose. and this is the other one. And give me anti that's for um and sleep, um prevent or control outrage. If sometimes you're angry, or you're getting really if you're in the hospital, you have so many people in front of you, that's not very normal in China. So that will be a problem. You will get really upset. You will get you will have a breakdown, right? You will have tears. You will just you lost control, right? You don't have control over yourself. You like the same as depression. You cannot decide how would you react. Most of the time, every people can decide how can they react. But sometimes, if you touch the if they're out of control, right? It's a really if they're really sad, if they're really upset, if they're really all those really bad emotions and clinical issues. Specific is much especially like it's killing, right? It's the same as I will always say it's the same as other diseases. I will always say. So that's the suffering. Uh, to the meaning of life, right? Um, and I've heard of a book called Man's Meaning. This is a little bit of interesting kind of naming book, and basically maybe if I have a book, but I don't. All right, I don't. It will yes, getting paid else can say other patients can understand other depression, they can of course different people have different situations, and different people have different kind of all the symptoms and all of those stuff, and but what I mean is that they um um yeah it just it's I think there's nobody else can understand. No one else can experience the same thing. It's really bad. And I will it's hard to explain, but do not it uh, um do not interpret it the I'm that no and yeah, it's charging. Yeah. Nobody else. It just uh through pain and suffer, through suicidal thoughts. How do you find the way out? And yeah, it's a battle, and it's a war. right? Is longer than battles, right? And so yeah, so stay tuned for my next upload of live streams. Because every day I provide resources every day. I do works when I'm on the other platforms, right? And I was in 3 platforms, but they all have problems, like losing resources, losing replays. Um, many of their problem is they are losing resources. That's the most disturbing and the most serious and severe thing. That's the worst thing. And also have other problems, but it's the you know. So the last and it's 4 o'clock, and also I do a lot of videos. I do a lot of videos. I am a content creator. So yeah, I didn't